Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with our massive monthly update here in regards to gold, but as well, we started doing the training materials tracking as well last month, so we got some more information to go through, but more importantly, how is the overall gold economy trending now that we've had another month added into our list for review? If you guys haven't been following along my channel, I do this every single month at the end of the month and then make the video shortly afterwards just to encapsulate, what exactly is the true spending that we're doing on a month-to-month perspective. How much gold are we actually earning completely free to play? And is it sustainable? Is the gold economy improving or getting worse? That's what we analyzed from this information and data, and this has all really been starting ever since last year. I hit an all-time low in my account balance. In case you guys didn't follow along, it was only 4.5 million, and ever since that day I started tracking in terms of what was coming in, what was going out, and more importantly, budgeting has been the key difference of how we've been able to retain our gold balance, and as well on top of that, build upon it and understand what the gold spending versus savings were. So you can see this is just a quick example here of December. When we looked at the November versus December balance, we reconciled what was the ending balance differences, as well as any things like war rewards, specific activities, and more importantly, what exactly was the daily spending that we did. Back then it was only 2.77 million per day to hit, I think, milestone 10 or 11, and that gave you some really simple math there, right? From this kind of summary, we were to capture things like, how exactly did our gold balance get impacted? From November to December, it went up by 54 million. Total wise, we only spent about 83 million. And then when we actually reconcile the two difference, the total earned free to play gold actually earned that month was 137. So pretty simple. Now doing this analysis is quite tedious for every single month. I did talk about it in my past videos, but what I've done now for the first 6 months of 2024 is I've summarized it. It gives you more information here in terms of what you can see, and then that way it's just easier to digest. So these first 3 months was when I was still only spending 2.7 million, and as you can see, our spending was consistent, right? But our gold balance actually kept going higher and higher. You can see here, January, it was the gold balance actually was around that 125. Then it popped all the way to 150 in February, and then actually went to 175 million gold earned. Our gold balance was going up 33, 23, and 28 million respectively. Our spending, although we were doing the 2.7 million gold per day, things started to change in February when newer teams, and especially Black Knight getting released, Pocket Dimensions event, Escape from Kiln, so that required some higher investment, as you can see. So this is where we started to need to make a decision here. Perhaps spending 2.7 to 3 million gold per day was not the right way to do it. Maybe we got to up that average, because we do see that the gold spending is the gold income is coming in higher. Therefore, we can equal that out by actually spending a bit more as well. So we started doing that kind of work and analysis. Now, interestingly enough, in quarter two, which is the months from April to June, we did notice that this started dipping a bit. I changed my strategy completely. I actually capped it out at 6 million gold per day minimum. So even if you do the simple math on that, that's around 180 million, 186, depending on the number of days of the month, right? And as you can see here, that's when we started seeing our gold balance actually dip. In April, we earned close to 150, but we actually spent the 180 because of the 6 million gold per day. So we took a little bit of a dip there in the gold balance. In May, you can see similar income level coming in at around 150, and we spent around the same. So slowly but surely, our gold balance was actually depleting, even though we were actually doing a lot more investment, and we thought the gold income would be sustained and increasing. And then all of a sudden, boom, June actually was the an additional war reward that got paid out as well. So this actually added to that pop. But you can see we cleared close to 225 million gold, which was historical at the time. We haven't seen this kind of gold coming into our account ever that we've seen in Marvel Strike Force. And for that reason, that's when I decided to pop off as well and utilize more of the spending to get some Crimson gear, preparation for Dark Dimension 7, new raid teams, you name it, right? So you can see June was north of 200 million, but we were able to actually sustain that and actually still net positive in the gold balance. Then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we move into the current times, right? Last month, when we did the July update, once again hitting a new historical monumental mark here, which is we had the Mercs for Money Blitz events, the Resort Satellite. What we've been noticing is that there's more free codes going around, there's more freebies going around, right? And especially, remember, this was also the start of the pool party events as well. So our gold balance here, as you can see, right, June 30th was 132 million. I did not include the Envoy, Cosmic Crucible, and Pool Party stuff just because I like to take out the one-times, but you can factor it in if you would like. And then we added back what we actually spent, which was 6 million gold per day, which equaled 186 for the 31 days. And our ending July 31st balance was 203. So our net gold balance actually went up 71 million gold. And that reconciles us a free-to-play 248 million gold actually earned when you take that out of the gold spending. Historical. There's no way that this can be topped off even more. I mean, this was such a big month for us to comprehend and to actually fathom. But no, ladies and gentlemen, we were wrong. The August 2024 update is even more impressive here because not only was it able to sustain the amount of gold, but there's a couple key things that have happened, and especially if you caught the videos over this last weekend here, there's also a Shattered Dimension repeatable upgrade. So I suspect the September 2024 update is going to be pretty meaningful. So just to give you guys the quick summary here, July 31st, we were at 203 million from the previous, right? And we ended up at 194. Yes, our gold balance actually went down by 9 million, but we have reached a historical spending level. You can see we have never spent 273 million gold. What the heck happened with my account? Well, it's as simple as just Annihilator's character coming out, right? These three characters, when they came into my account, I cored them all the way for the unlock, and I brought them all the way up to level 100, gear tier 19 here, respectively, for Dark Dimension 7. And that's actually what popped off. You can see here, right? We did the normal 6 million gold per day, which still equaled about 186. But what really added to that additional total was, in my opinion here, the Annihilators and Dark Dimension 7 prep. I say Dark Dimension 7 prep because technically all three of these guys are going to be used in Dark Dimension as well. And I added a little bit of levels here and there across the board as I'm preparing for Global. Now you can see, even though we had some historical spending here at 273 million gold, we only dipped 9 million. Remember, there's as of the recording of this video, when I made the update here, we only did Shattered Dimension 3 times, and I believe with the update and the bug that they couldn't patch, folks are going to be able to repeat this 6 times in total. So this gold's going to skyrocket for the next month as well. It's gonna carry over. So keep in mind, that's why the balance is skewed there a bit. We'll get probably a better view of this when September rolls around and we do the full update. But regardless, guys, the point I'm trying to drive home is that our balance only went down 9 million, but if you compare that to all the spending we've done, we have never gotten close to the 250 million gold. So it's a testament to how strong the gold economy is right now, with the number of things coming out like Crucible tournaments, the free inbox gold, we had the pool party stuff. I mean, they've been doing a better and better job of just giving us free stuff, and it's a testament to how strong the gold economy is right now, because we are able to not only sustain the amount of investment and gold usage in the game, but we have actually been able to still maintain our gold balance, which has been very, very impressive, especially for us preparing now for Dark Dimension 7. Dark Dimension 8 is right around the corner. We got new raid teams. So overall, this is a good place right now. You guys are budgeting effectively, and once again, following that 6 million gold rule, you're going to be in a really good spot in your account. So that's why I want to recap by saying this. September 2024 is coming. We saw June give us 224 million gold, 248 in July, and then a record 250 in August. I don't know if this can be sustained, but I do know that this is a very healthy amount of gold coming into the game that gives us a lot of pivot space and the ability to be able to adapt to new content, game modes we want to prioritize. So now, for the 2024 year anyways, we have been averaging 180 to 190 million gold per month, which, by the way, is if you maxed out your golden opportunity every single day, that's going to be your budget. I think that's just a great gauge right now. So trust me, guys, if you're finding that you're strapped for gold, follow this rule, especially if you're an in-game player. Just try to spend around 5 to 6 million gold per day maximum, and you're going to be able to see your gold reserve build up, because that's exactly what happened to my account now. And as of September now, we're close to 200 million gold, which is absolutely phenomenal. So once again, I think the gold economy is strong. It's going to continue to be stronger, hopefully. But yeah, this is really, really good news for not just the community, but free-to-play folks. And honestly, just for the game overall, because we expected to see that go up with all the new content coming out, characters and teams. And we are seeing, obviously their messaging come through for us. So that's great. That's great to see that consistency here. Now let's pivot over and talk about the training update materials. This is just a quick little snapshot here of what I've been able to accumulate so far. And remember, I only had 1 month of data, July 1st to July 31st as of last month. That's when it started, but we were able to do a little bit more statistical analysis here. So from July 1st to July 31st, we gained about 11.3 million in experience total. How you calculate that is each of these, L1 to L4 material resources, they represent a different experience. So I think this is probably going to be the best way to measure apples to apples going forward of how much gain of experience we're actually earning in the account. From July 31st to August 31st, however, we dipped. We only earned 7.9 million in experience. Now, I do want to caveat by saying this. The 7.9 is net after I've leveled up 3 of those Annihilator characters to level 100. So it just gives you a sense of how good the training materials actually was boosted. So that's why I added to the very top right here. Every time you bring a character up to level 100, it represents 3.7 million in experience. So that means in totality, we actually got very, very close here to 20 million of experience gained from July 31st to August 31st. So it's not really a true number. That's 7.9. It doesn't factor in the usage of the experience points. So right now it's looking pretty good, guys. Overall, the summary, ever since July 1st to August 31st, we've gained about 19.3 retained in our account. That's net after all the investments that have been made, which is about 15% for the 2 months, or we're earning about 7.5% being saved in our account after all the investments made. And remember, whenever I have excess gold that I haven't utilized in the golden opportunity, I am using it to build up characters, raid teams, Dark Dimension 7, so forth. So overall, 7.5% per month after the investments are made. This is a really good percentage. It's comparable to gold right now, to be honest. So something to be on the watch for, guys. So overall, training materials, gold materials are really good if you're just making sure that you're budgeting. And this is the golden rule right here. Make sure you guys are following this 5 to 6 million gold per day. And when you go over, it's okay. Like, you can go over, just like how I did for the month of August, right? But it's just being mindful of when to dial it back down again and start saving once again. For instances like this, when the Annihilators team came out, I capitalized on them, and now they're providing dividends for me in the arena. So it's just about prioritizing, building up a balance, because at the end of the day, although this game is a character collection game, it's also a resource management game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this update for the month of August. Again, very, very strong with what we're seeing. We have to maintain our game plan and strategy of obviously managing our resources, and it's going to create a lot of pivot space for us to thrive and progress well in the game. So do let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to add anything in the future. Thank you for your time as always for checking in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.